watching college football, you see all the ranked teams, and when the ranked teams play, they got the little number next to their school name on the TV and stuff. So that's always a real treat for sure. So definitely exciting.
Yeah, I was wondering if that you guys are driven every game, right? But is there even more drive now that you're in that position, you want to keep that position, you don't want to lose that position, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, here it's definitely, we don't want to let too many external things affect how we operate and how we run things within the program. So, definitely it's definitely motivating for sure to get some recognition, but at the same time, we still gotta just do the things that we've been doing to get to this point we're at now.
Yeah, appreciate it. Last against UAB, I mean, you might not have any as many touches as you usually have, but you were used a little bit on the inside for an inside run. And can you talk about what you saw on the field because your perspective because you had to do maybe a little bit more blocking than usual. What was that like to see you guys score at the frequent pace that you've been scoring from your perspective?
It was great. It was great. Whatever the play call is, you got to execute it to the best of your ability. And if that's running a wheel route for a touchdown as fast as you can, that's great. But at the same time, if you're just a motion back, to get eyes off of an inside dive, then you got to run that at the same exact tempo. So, I tell a lot of people, I'm Army football's biggest fan. Like obviously I play and stuff like that, but just watching some of the guys on the field and stuff like that, it's always a blast. And just super excited to be part of something like that and see all these different guys succeed.
Yeah, how impressed have you been considering it could be anybody, and anybody that's been called upon has pretty much answered for you guys on offense this year. So
Yeah, no, it's like I said, man, it's really something to watch for sure. And I mean I watch some of these guys make these types of plays in practice, so it's when it happens in the game, it's almost routine. So definitely excited to see what Coach Worley can continue to do and the guys who make plays. So
yeah, you guys are at the midway point. I think I asked Coach Munkin after the UAB game, do you still feel like there's more out there for you guys to get on offense? And I was wondering, yeah, there's some things to clean up. I was wondering what you think about that. If how much more is out there? You guys are averaging, you know, you're putting up 40 points a game. You guys are doing pretty well. But what do you think's out there still for you guys?
there's a lot. It's a lot of fundamentals, techniques. You know, if you walk by some of the film room meetings on Sundays, you think we lost, which is good though. There's everybody is still like super hungry and getting after it. And I really love that right now about the program. Nobody's getting complacent or sitting back. Obviously got to take it a game at a time, but there's still a lot this team can do this season for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday. No?
Thank you.
Hey Noah, Ken McMillan, Times Herald record.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Noah, you guys obviously undefeated. A lot of people would love to see you guys go 12-0, 15-0, win the national title. But I'm just
Right.
curious, what do you think it's going to be like when you taste your first adversity this year, whether it be a loss or just like, oh my God, that was difficult?
Right. I think the team's gonna respond well. These guys, a lot of the guys, they were here last year and the year before that. I think we were 2-4 going into Air Force last year. So these guys, they definitely have faced challenges. And sure, it might be a surprise in the sense of it hasn't happened this year, but I think the guys are going to respond great. And just come out swinging.
Was Tulsa, after one quarter, a little taste of it?
Um, I'd say so. I think nobody really like lost their head or anything. Like we knew schematically, like we just had to figure some things out. But I mean, it did take a little longer to get going.
Yeah.
But I think everybody just kept their cool and kept their composure, and when the plays started to hit, it panned out.
Coach Munkin today kind of first gave us a look at how proud he is of you guys cracking the AP top 25 here. But take us behind the curtain. How do you guys find out about it on Sundays? Is it announced? Was it a team meeting? And what was the reaction?
For me, it was the team Instagram page. And obviously when the guys come in the locker room and stuff like that on Sunday, everyone starts talking. So everyone was excited for sure. It's definitely a privilege and something this program hasn't done in a couple years. So I think the biggest thing is just excitement, and we could use it as motivation to continue to get better.
Are you guys allowed to talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah, we can. There's no speaking privileges revoked or anything like that. But obviously don't want to get big head or anything. Just gotta keep our composure and humility.
Speaking of big heads, or in lack of in this case, Bryson Daly's won the offensive MVP 2 weeks in a row in the AAC. Um, is he still the same kid as he was a couple of weeks ago? Is he still very level-headed?
Yeah, no, he's still the same BD. He's every day showing up ready to work, whether it's a lift or a meeting, walk through a practice. So the guys give him a hard time. Whenever we see him in the locker room, hey, you need my towel or you want my drink or anything, just give him a hard time. But he's taking it, with a lot of maturity for sure.
But I do want to ask about that first touchdown where he stiff armed that guy. That was all over TV,
I
social
know.
media. Uh, do you remember? Were you guys like dogging him on it, or?
No, it was great. I mean, on my Twitter feed, I saw probably 6 or 7 clips in a row. But you watch him work out, and it's no surprise. He's a unit for sure. So he's definitely prepared for it. But no, like I said, I mean, he's a great dude, and I'm a
I
fan.
I have to laugh though because I asked him the other day, which touchdown did you prefer? And he said he prefer that just not getting touched.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but come on, when you guys
I
can
know.
chuck somebody or give them a stiff arm like that and put them onto the turf, that's got to be so cool.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, you want to take as few hits as possible for sure in the games, but he definitely got some style points for that one.
Okay, last two things here. Branch night coming. What are your thoughts? How excited are you?
Um, I mean, I'm a cow, so um, I'm excited for the upperclassmen for sure, for the firsties. I know just my plebe year and their yuck year. I remember practice as a plebe like yesterday, and when those firsties branch night was approaching, the excitement around the building. So it's definitely going to be cool to see some of those guys, figure out where their future goes and
You guys really care about it, don't you? I mean, for your teammates.
100%, 100%. Obviously everything in this building, we focus on football, and that's our job between these hours of the day. But everyone knows the bigger picture, especially here at a service academy. So, we definitely don't take it lightly. And like I said, the biggest thing is we're just super proud of them, and we can't wait to see what they do for the Army in the future.
The last thing, though, I mean, you guys are 6-0. The season's halfway over. Is it hard to believe? I mean, I know you got a long way to go here, but is it kind of shocking? Like, wow, this thing is moving.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun, and we're having a lot of fun so far. So just gotta continue to take every game in and take it one game at a time. But it is moving quick.
All right. Appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you.
Noah, John Chuhran from Cadets Media. Could you talk a little bit about the way Coach Monken often says that you're not a passing juggernaut as an offense, but the passing this year certainly has seemed to open up the opportunities for the run to improve. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Um, I'm sorry, you said that for the passing opening up the run game for us?
Exactly.
Yeah. Um, I mean, as you guys have seen throughout the first couple games, every play action, a lot of our plays are complementary to each other. So like a speed toss, it looks exactly like, the bootleg, not to get too much in the X's and O's, but I think with guys like Casey Reynolds, Cam Sure a couple weeks ago, um, just a variety of the backs that can get out in the in the route tree. It definitely makes the defense respect that, respect some of those motions. And with guys like Kanye Udo, if you don't have like a secondary safety right there as he breaks from the linebacker level, like Tulsa, he has ability to break long runs. So I definitely think, having guys like that, it definitely helps open up the run game for sure.
Great. Thank you.